Good afternoon, everyone who all are watching us live on Facebook. Today we have with us Mr. Ajinkya Teli. He is our alumni currently placed with the BNY Mellon. I am Parita Mehta, coordinator at Imperial School of Banking and Management Studies. And today we are going to interact with Ajinkya and he'll tell us about how has his experience with us been and how it was or how it feels like being placed with BNY Mellon. All right, Ajinkya, good to go.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So,
you wanna start?
firstly, I would like to, ask you that how has your journey been with Imperial School of Banking and Management Studies? Like, how was the experience of those 2 years with us?
Well, it was very nice. This is the very common statement and very plain statement that I would say. Nice in the sense it has a lot of feelings attached to it. So, initially when I decided to do my MBA, so at that point of time, it was, and I was searching for colleges, and suddenly I got a call from this college after searching. So first of all, the thing was that I wanted to do something different. Like, people were busy doing MBA in finance, HR, marketing, all those plain MBA stuff. So when Surya sir came up to me talking about um, that we are introducing this niche course, wherein you will have 15 APBF certification. So firstly, I was really confused, like how this MBA program is gonna be, because since I am the first admission of the first batch, it was kind of a risk for me that the college was also new, and I was the first student to take admission over there. But yes, it was all because of Surya sir, who encouraged me and told that this is the kind of course we are introducing, and this is what it is going to make you worth standing in the market for, standing for yourself in the market and getting placed with the companies, because this is what industry is asking. So I took that chance, I took admission. But somehow, somewhere I was having doubts in my mind. But at that point of time I realized it, that no, this is something worth. At that point of time, when I was standing with people out, after 2 3 months of college, or doing that course, when I was standing with people, at that point of time I realized that I'm actually able to talk to people, when I'm standing in a group, because the type of curriculum which was designed for us, the type of presentations we were asked to made, plus the main thing that was important was about the knowledge. So when I actually was, when there was a group of people, be it relatives, be it friends, when all were talking about something, and that point of time I was also having something to talk about, if the topic was
Yeah.
related to anything, industry related. Otherwise, there were instances wherein, everyone, like each one of us might have faced these instances, like when people are talking, when elders are talking about some industry thing, something, and we are just like looking here and there to their faces, knowing nothing. But then, yes, it actually, I felt, it's worth it. And later, while doing the, like in the first year itself, I got that very important instance where I could use all that knowledge regarding APBF in my internship, because it's
Um,
really hard to get an internship in forex department. I got it. So that too with a
so,
government bank. So it has always given me good chances to explore myself.
can you tell us more about how this APBF, or can you tell the audience what exactly this APBF is and how it has helped you? Like a little highlight on the course.
So, APBF is totally a package, which gives you like knowledge about the BFSI industry, that is banking and finance industry. APBF is advanced program in banking and finance. So, in this in this APBF course, we have like 15 subjects which are certified, for which we get certificate. So these subjects are like treasury forex, credit rating, credit research, also credit risk management, and mutual funds, insurance. So this course covers all the BFSI industry, be it basics or be it advanced, but somewhere or the other you have to start. Unless you start learning the things, you would not get into those kind of industries. And when there is an interview arranged, you need to have that kind of knowledge when you have to be into finance. If you do not have, you have nothing to speak about in the interviews, and you end up getting jobs which you do not desire.
True.
So this APBF, like, be it a subject like treasury forex, credit rating, investment banking. So I'll talk to my area of interest, that is investment banking. So, I was always keen in treasury forex, investment banking, credit rating. But when this opportunity came to me, when I actually, wanted to get into investment bank, at that point of time, it helped me because, the faculties which we have for APBF are dynamic. The way they teach, the way they clear our concepts, like, I was while giving an interview with BNY, I actually could relate the whatever the questions they were asking and whatever we were being taught in the classrooms. So
Right.
collectively, in a nutshell, this APBF, that is Advanced Program Banking and Finance, which covers 15 BFSI domains, is really helpful for anyone, like anyone who looks forward to get into the finance industry.
Okay, great. Also, I would like to know, like, how exactly you prepared, or what helped you get into such a reputed organization? Any particular things that you've done, or any tips you would like to give to your juniors and your super juniors also?
Rejections, maybe.
Okay,
Because there are very few colleges or schools, business schools, which actually take into consideration your area of interest, where you want to go, which domain you want to select for as your career. This institute took, I mean, this institute or Imperial took into consideration my area of interest. Like, I was literally, made sit in front of them, and they did ask me that, what is your area of interest? Just give it to us, and we will, provide you such kind of companies. So when I
yes,
say that I am interested into, investment banking, treasury forex, the the biggest experience for me was the first rejection when I got rejected into Deutsche Bank. So after that, I actually realized, since it was my first interview, I get it that, but yes, I also realized that I was, falling short on few terms here and there. But when I got that experience, I started working on that, and yes, this opportunity came to me, like, Excel Dynamics, a company from Noida, also the company, this is BNY Mellon. These all opportunities came to me. Also JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, all these opportunities. I appeared for the interviews for all of these companies. So BNY Mellon, I got selected. Also Excel Dynamics, I got selected. So I was having options to select, which I feel that I'm lucky,
true.
because, you know uh, getting selected into such a reputed, organization in that, time where people are losing their jobs due to this pandemic. Because as soon as we passed out, like, not even passed out, we appeared for our final exams in the month of October, which were supposed to be conducted in the month of May. But from there, we were starting our
Right.
placement, process, and this pandemic hit so hard that everyone started losing their jobs. We were getting notifications from here and there to listen that this person lost a job, this person from this authority or this level lost a job. So it was for everyone. In such kind of situation also, I got so many opportunities. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes,
Hello.
you are. Yes, Ajinkya.
So so I got so many opportunities to appear for interviews for the such reputed organizations, also for BNY Mellon. I got placed into BNY Mellon at that point of time when it that this pandemic was at its peak, which was in the month of August, September. So I really feel myself lucky to like having this opportunity. And preparation for BNY Mellon, since it is an investment bank, you need to have all of that knowledge regarding investment banking. What is needed to, like, what does an investment bank do? How does it function? How it acts as a sub custodian? What is corporate action? How does the corporate action helps other banks or other organizations who are customers of an investment bank to grow, and how an investment bank thinks the benefit of their clients. So all of this stuff, like how does it provide loan, be it the one time or be it syndicated, etc.
All right. So, the course of investment banking must have really helped you to get through this interview, if
Yes.
I'm not wrong.
Moreover, the whole MBA part, like collectively APBF, MBA, and plus the training which to which we were trained on, like be it communication skills, your presentability, your quantitative aptitude, each and every element, although this APBF plays a very major role in gaining you knowledge, it has always helped me to get ahead. But along with that, rest all courses which we did throughout the year, be it the crash course, be it the guest lectures, be it communication skills, that is business communication, aptitude, etc. This all have been very helpful for me. It actually gets you that confidence or that you know uh, ability to think, like when you're into an interview, how are you supposed to talk, what are your attire is supposed to be.
True. So, lastly, any particular guidelines or anything you want to tell your juniors? We have a lot of them watching you right now. So, anything you want to tell them?
Yes, I would tell, but I also have a small suggestion. Like, we are open for questions. Like, if on live, if any questions are coming, we are welcome. The questions are
Yes,
welcome.
of course. All those who are watching us live, I would like to tell you all can type your questions on Facebook comments and we'll be able to ask Ajinkya if there's anything you all want to ask. So,
Yes,
yes.
until they hit me with their questions, I will just
Yeah.
small few tips. That first of all, this MBA is just not a degree; it's a process. So give your 100% once. For any, take an example of any manufacturing company. Like once you there is a raw material and there is a finished product. Position to accept whatever comes your way, and you will be through. You'll shine as a finished product. You enter into manufacturing company, in a manufacturing factory as a finished product, and you consider yourself that I know everything, you will end up having nothing. Go raw and come finished. That's it. And yes, just give your 100%, be into the process. It's just matter of 2 years, not even 2 years. Like nobody even counts the last semester. These three
Right.
semesters, you give your 100% and you're through. along with your APBF certifications. And first of all, you will get a certificate for, you pass out, you crack that exam, you give the exams, you'll get a certificate, you'll get a grade, but that's not useful. No one will give value to that certificate unless you know anything, about it. You go to an interview,
Very true.
you sit and you don't know anything about the whatever certifications you have done, then those certificates will not carry any value. It will carry value only when you know about those certificates, the projects, the live projects which you will do throughout the course. Also, the live projects were very dynamic. Yes, I will say that I faced lot of issues doing those projects. I faced lot of hurdles doing those projects. But yes, hurdles as in it's tough. It is to go to the companies doing those live projects. But yes, that is what MBA is, right? That is what you have paid money for learning. So if you have paid
Right.
money, so start gaining, seeking some good thing out of it. Face some problems, go out in the market, get yourself a good way to explore yourself, exposure, etc.
True. All right. We'll wait for
Is
a
there
few minutes.
anything? Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
anything you want to ask, ma'am?
Not actually. Maybe I would like to know how does it feel working there right now? How are you enjoying? You must be working from home right now, right?
Yes, I'm working from home, and I will be working from home for next 1 year, 1 or one
The
and a
whole
half year.
year they've already told you.
Yes, we were actually supposed to join offices from 5th of April this year, but it got extended till 7th of September, and now the notice has come from the CEO that till next April, May, you are supposed to work from home.
Okay, that's a good thing, no?
Yeah, and about the work, there are few people from the junior, they are continuously in
Mm.
contact with me, and they are like, oh my god, you have so much of work, you don't even get time. So this is what investment banking is like. You have passion for investment banking, you have to give your time. You can't just do 9 to 5 job and just sit.
Right. We have one question. Um, okay. Like you share your corporate versus the experience which you gained during the life projects. So, did this project experience help you in coping up or working with the corporate environment? This is from Sunubia. So
uh,
basically, she wants to know that whatever experiences you faced during the course, maybe through your live assignments or through your internship. So are they helping you out at your work environment right now?
can't agree less, seriously, indeed. Because this this whole course, the live projects, it was so exclusive and so keeping yourself occupied, that we actually were in college, attending lectures for 13 hours to the max. We did. We also had lectures getting ended at at around 9 in the evening. So when you actually put yourself to the test throughout these 2 years, you actually give so much of time to yourself in these 2 years. You work and you work. When you actually get into the organization, it's like, oh come on, you're already used to this. When you have to actually work in an organization, be it managing a project, managing a stress, managing anything, you are like, you have already you have worked so hard, you have been giving so much of your time for your projects. And first of all, talking about these projects, when you actually go to any firm or organization for these projects, they talk to you in that way only, the way they talk in their organization. Since you are a person who who seeks to go to gain some information in that organization, they would not easily agree to give you the information. You actually have to talk to them. You have to talk them your idea. What is your project? You have to pitch your project, that what are you trying to do. So, the way they talk, you actually start learning. This is a learning phase. And when you start learning so many things, when you find some rejection, there were also instances while doing my live projects, that I went to that organization, a particular organization, and they rejected that, sorry, we are not going to help you in this project. Now, at this point of time, you have to do a project. There's no option to do that, or you have that particular organization which you aspire to have information from. They are not providing you information. Now it is very hard to convince them, to talk to them. When you get rejections, search for some another organization. So this process kind of trains you into, just putting your efforts. So now comparing all of these things with working in an actual corporate organization, it feels like, I've already done all of these things, and this is way better, or you will feel it is way better because you have already worked so hard, that even if you face some stress, any timelines to do the things, if anyone is sitting on your head and continuously telling you that, no, do this, do that, do that, so you actually face this, right? So it becomes very subtle, like you can actually work in an organization. So that is what MBA is for, like to train you to work in the organization.
Yes, of course, very much. So one question we have is any extracurricular things that they should focus on that will help them improve themselves, overall. So
Extracurricular things.
anything? Yeah.
Very, very good question.
Mm.
I like I literally skipped that point. I was going to talk on it, but somehow I forgot. But since it has been asked, I will answer. Please, as you
Mm.
guys know that everything is getting tech savvy, you you got to have some technological knowledge, or knowledge regarding the technical skills. Like you should have some language courses done, like R, Python, do your Excel, advanced Excel, have some courses done. See, this MBA, APBF, this is going to help you definitely. But along with that, you need to groom yourself for few languages, or languages as in not the like the verbal languages. I'm talking about the programming languages, so that when you go into the organizations like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, or some organizations which are actually going to go tech savvy going forward, because talking about BNY Mellon, it is also going to go tech savvy. The project has already been released. There were words happening. So I, now being into the organization, I know that this is going to happen. And the most I can do for anyone is like tell my junior super juniors that please focus on the technical knowledges you have. You gain it by hook or crook. You do day night whatever you want to do, you do, but you have to get through it. Groom on yourself, start speaking good English. It is the major part. As you know, ma'am, like I have always been focusing on English. You were the part of my this journey, so it is
Correct.
very
Mm.
important. I could actually uh, I actually feel myself lucky enough that I can speak, like not very good English, or I cannot justify what I speak, but then yes, I know I speak. But I've also seen cases wherein you cannot speak actually, and how it turns out to be your the worst nightmare.
During an
So,
interview.
these are, yeah, during an
Mm.
interview. So extracurricular activities, so this is extracurricular courses, and start participating into some internships, start searching for yourself that from where I can gain knowledge. So this MBA thing is basically you don't have to follow a process. You have to follow a process. That's it. But then along with that, you also have to, start seeking knowledge from here and there. Unless you get some practical knowledge or you get some technical skills, how would you think you would survive in this, this dynamic growing market?
You did participate in a few competitions as well, right? During the course, I believe you all had won some competition with Symbiosis.
Yes, yes, it was a business plan
Mm,
competition, wherein we had
mm.
to make a business plan and pitch our business plan and make some finances for it, financial statements, etc., etc. We also won. It was for Symbiosis SCIT, the college which is near
Yes,
Hinjewadi. So wherein it was held, and there were almost 75 participants or 75 colleges participating in it. But yes, we were lucky. But it was not only me; it was a team effort, which literally, came out. I had my colleagues like Anjanesh, Akanksha, Komal, etc. So these people really put their 100%. We all did, and we won it. So these are kind of the extracurricular activities you should actually focus on. No, actually, as in you should,
true,
because
true.
पढ़ाई तो सभी करते हैं, but you have to start, you know seeking the things wherein you would actually grow yourself. अगर
For
तुम
the
कहीं
overall
कंपटीशन में
growth,
जा रहे हो,
yes.
ओवरऑल ग्रोथ चाहिए ना, एमबीए इज
Hmm,
अबाउट ओवरऑल ग्रोथ. तुम पढ़ाई 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 करके अगर क्या करोगे इतना पढ़ाई करके, मतलब अगर तुम कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाए तो, राइट? If you cannot speak anything, nothing is going to help. If you do not have daring to talk in front of, the mass, of no use.
true. Rahul had one question that how do you work on improving your confidence or raising your confidence level? Anything you would want to tell us on that?
Just do it. That's it. Unless you start doing it, your confidence level is not going to grow. If you sit back and just just say that I want to improve my confidence level, how it is going to improve? What are you doing to improve it? Just start doing it as in, for example, if you want to increase your confidence speaking, start talking, na, right? If you're not going to start talking to people, or you're just going to sit back and say I want to improve my confidence, I want to improve my English, this is
Right.
not going to work. And first of all, I remember, Surya sir telling me once that कैसे बढ़ेगा कॉन्फिडेंस? कुछ है यहाँ पे तभी तो बढ़ेगा, राइट? अगर यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है तो कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे बढ़ेगा? तुम सीख रहे हो, यू आर डूइंग योर, यू आर पुटिंग योर एफर्ट्स टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल, यू आर राइटिंग योर एग्जाम्स, बट तुम जो सीख रहे हो, जो तुम्हें पढ़ाया जा रहा है क्लास में, so that is supposed to be here. तुम, you don't learn it just for the sake of learning it. The real knowledge is when you what you learn, that you understand, and that is in your mind for throughout. That is what boosts your confidence. Confidence kaise aata hai? Like, if you're sitting in front of an interview or giving your viva, if you know something, for sure, that is how you are going to put it in front of the interviewer or the person taking your viva. Confident, if you not talk, you will not be able to do it. But when you
There
know
is a
nothing, then
little
start
disturbance on
speaking
it,
of
Ajinkya.
increasing your confidence. Hello, am I
Yeah,
audible?
your voice is cracking a bit. Okay, we are facing some issue from his side. We'll wait for a few minutes for him to join back.
Okay. Uh, so where was I? Oh, about the confidence. I hope
Yes,
I delivered it in a better way. I could at least contribute a few good points to your question.
yes, yes.
So in a nutshell, just start doing it. If you want to boost your confidence, start learning the things, start speaking about it, discuss it with your friends. And first of all, when you actually start learning English is the very important part, I will say, because if you have knowledge and if you cannot put it out to the person you want to deliver it, it's of no use then. And in this industry, it is must that whatever you say, whatever you know, it's supposed to be put out to the person in English.
True.
So start learning the things, start speaking in English with each other. Like in your friend, you have a group of friends, start speaking in English in with those friends. You would get wrong there, but at least you would, if you get corrected over there, you would not get wrong in front of the world. Getting wrong in a group is always better than getting wrong in front of the world and making a laugh out of yourself. So start
Very true.
speaking, no matter how wrong you go in front of people. I guess I'm joining through the laptop again.
So, you want me to take that in, or I think this
Yes,
is
yes, yes,
working
please.
fine.
Fine then, it's okay if you do not.
Right. There is one question from Aditya. Uh, what was the
Okay.
most difficult question you faced during an interview, and you think you might have worked better on it?
Um, Difficult question regarding during the interview.
Anything you remember, which
Yes,
later
I
you must
do.
have felt that you could have done better, or you must have worked on it later.
Worked on it, that very second, the moment the question was asked, I actually had to take few minutes to answer that question. And the presence of mind really helps at such kind of that at that point. During the interview, the person actually asked me that this is not a profile, like it was regarding the investment banking itself, that you say you want to get into an investment banking process, right? So the process that you have been selected for is not into core investment banking. For that, we have different processes for investment banking in the same organization and in the same field. We have different processes which are into core finance and investment banking. So this is not really that what you may seek for. So now what would you do? So I got stuck. I mean, first of all, it really took a minute for me to process this question because it came out of nowhere suddenly. And I was like, okay, what do I answer now? So I thought I would not answer that question. I would just say, I would like to pass this question because I have no, I wanted to say this so desperately, but then I was like, no, I can't give up on this now, because already this is the one of the best opportunities you would get if you go through this. So I thought,
Right.
I asked them that give me a few minutes, like, to think. And they're like, no, no, take your time, take your time, take half an hour, we don't mind. I was like, okay. So then actually, then I started talking what I felt. I told them very honestly, see, BNY Mellon or any investment banking company or the organization is into investment banking, right? When you are going to get into investment banking, or when you want to get into investment banking, it's very true that somewhere or the other you have to start. Unless you start, please excuse me for the background noises if
No, no, it's fine.
so somewhere or the other you have to start. Today, if I'm getting an opportunity to start somewhere in the investment banking, I am definitely sure going ahead I would get better opportunities in the same organization to get into the core process of investment banking. So he was like, okay, impressive. So that is the point
Mm.
when he actually said that, that word impressive. I was like, okay, fine, now I'm through.
Now you're
I was like,
selected.
I am selected, this is for sure. And then he was like, share your experience about your previous organization. So I did, you know but that my previous experience also helped me a lot.
Right. So presence of mind is the key over here, I believe.
Very, very, very much.
That will help a lot in the interviews.
You should have
Right.
that, you
Mm.
know process in your mind. Process as in you should have that thing in your mind that okay, no matter what the question front person is throwing at you, you should be very clear that if you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. If you want to answer that and you're not sure, you can always tell that no, I'm not sure about this, but this is what I think. If you want to take some time, you tell them frankly that you want to take time to answer this question. They will. They are not some people that who are sitting there to reject you. They are those people who want to take you into the organization. Why they have scheduled an interview? Because they want to take you into the organization. They have not scheduled an interview to reject you, right?
Right.
So this is the main thing Surya sir has always been telling, that they want to take you into the organization, and if you know things, no, nothing can stop you from getting into it.
Yes. Perfect. So I think Ajinkya, that's it for today. Anything more you want to add?
Not
Uh,
really.
you've
People
actually
have.
given us a lot of good points. You've told us almost everything about your experience, and I'm sure your juniors must learn a lot from what you've said. So thank you for taking out time being with us on a Saturday morning.
It's my pleasure, seriously, because I was
Right.
always looking forward to have a word with juniors. I like talking to
We
my
will
juniors.
we will plan a direct one-to-one session with you so that they can put in more questions to you and get to learn a lot more from you.
Because I actually could
So
share my experience, because I myself have gone through that process. I have seen my
yes.
colleagues going through that process, my classmates going through that process, and I've also seen my juniors going through that process. So I've watched it like like a CCTV camera, that I could actually see what people mistakes are they doing, or what mistakes I
Right.
have done throughout my journey. So it was really
Right.
nice. No, like I really like to be here and have a word, or I hope the audience didn't get bored.
No, no, of course not. I hope so too. So thank you for being the first alumni for this series, and talking to us. And we'll surely plan one-to-one session with your juniors before their interviews come up, so that you can help them on facing interviews for their final placements.
Yes, I wish
All
them
right,
luck.
Ajinkya. Yeah, I get it. So you have a good day, and
Yes,
thanks
thank
again
you.
for being with us. And we'll
Yes,
keep in touch. Okay.
yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you.